6 months into the year, and that means here at my Ingenium business, it's time to go through performance review processes with all of our staff. Now, as a business that's heavily reliant on people, we certainly follow the practice through our recruitment processes that Jim Collins espouses of making sure you have the right person in the right seat on your bus. But what I've found is a much more powerful part of the process after you've identified the right person is ensuring that you are setting out a career development pathway, and with that a learning plan for your people so that they can learn and grow within your business, and hopefully with that help your business learn and grow too. Now, what we use is really a two-step process in which when a new employee joins us for the first time, we actually sit down with them a couple of weeks in and have a conversation with them about what their long-term career aspirations are. Now, this tries to set a vision for them as an employee of where they'd like to be over the next 3 years, and then what can we cascade that down to of where they'd like to develop into over the next year. Now, with an understanding of where the employee would like to get to, really then that provides their manager and the general manager an idea of how they can be placed into the different teams within our business as the works come through the door. And so hopefully we're actually giving them an opportunity not only to deliver on the skills that they currently have, but offer them opportunities to actually stretch themselves and extend themselves to grow into the aspect and areas of their professional career that they'd like to move to. So we've now had the conversation with the employee to understand where their career aspirations are. And through the business, we've helped to move them into roles that help to guide them through that pathway as they develop in their career. Now, of course, that's a fabulous process to start with and plan and have in place. But as I mentioned at the start of this video, we also have a review and checking process in place within the business to make sure that pathway is actually being achieved for the employee. So we do that at 2 levels within the business. There's a 3-monthly check, which is just a short check by the direct manager as a quick conversation with the employee just to make sure that they're actually on the pathway that they wanted to be on and they're receiving the challenges within their work environment that they're hoping to develop in, and also seeing how they're performing in the roles that they've actually been allocated to undertake. And then there's this 6-month performance review process that we've now hit the time frame in the business with. And this is a slightly more regimented process as a review step and involves our HR department and their direct manager through a checklist process to ensure that we actually have alignment between the business, the employee, and what their career development pathway has previously been discussed with them. It also, at the 6-month point, allows us to adjust and tweak that process should there be challenges or differences or a different direction that's wanting to be achieved. So in running a reasonably organised career development program within our business, not only have I found that the current employees are more engaged and enthused about what happens within the business, but it's also continued to allow us to attract better and better quality talent into the business because they recognise within the market that we offer these opportunities to our staff. The byproduct of also going through this process and having these conversations with our staff is it allows us to continue to ensure that we have the right person in the right seat on our bus. It also allows us to recognise the times when the journey with that particular employee needs to change and move on, be it because the business is heading in a different direction to which the employee wants to, or it's time for the employee to actually head off in a different direction and go and learn new things and hopefully come back to us again in the future with bigger, better skills that will enable the business to continue its growth path. So my question to you is, what are you doing to continue to develop your people? Have you actually got a career development plan within your business? If not, hopefully you'll sit down and think about implementing such a plan. This has been Sharing the Light. Please subscribe, like, comment, and until next time,